Okay, join with Stephen and Ryan prior to today's game against Darlington RA. Stephen, start off with you. We're back at home. Feel good?
Yeah, it's certainly nice not to be getting up early and sitting on that bus from 9:30, 10 o'clock for the change. So yeah, good to be back at home. Good numbers. So I'm looking forward to the game. Hoping the lads can take the benefit of a home game and kind of some good form that we've had lately into today's fixture.
Yeah, Ryan, we're playing obviously Darlington RA Athletic today. Last time we played them it was a 2-2 draw at their spot, rescuing 2 goals later on. Are you expecting a different kind of performance from the lads today?
I'm hoping so. Obviously me and Fossey watched it back. I mean, we've got a bit of a completely different squad to be honest today. It's not saying that we had a took-up squad away, but I think we've got a lot more lads know what's expected of them today, know exactly what the ask is from us, and a bit more of a consistent 11, so to speak, and see a couple of bodies we've sort of got in after that, but a very good squad. So yeah, I think it'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. We spoke last week, obviously, away at Hartlepool. We spoke about bouncing back this week. Is it absolutely adamant that we get 3 points today?
Yeah, I think the bottom line is we have to win. Can't talk about games in hand and things like that if when you get the opportunity to get back to league action, you don't win your games. We've obviously well documented we've been away for 7 out of the last 8 weeks, something like that, and whilst we've lost a couple of cup games on penalties, it doesn't feel as if we're in a bad place, if you know what I mean. Last 2 performances have been really good. We lost out last minute Corinthians and then penalty shootout last week at title contenders Hartlepool. So we've got to be really positive about the good things that we've done. But as you said, at the same time you've got to get the 3 points.
Yeah, Ryan, obviously you mentioned in your previous answer, we've got a brand new set of players effectively, well not brand new set, some changes, some changing out, obviously drafting some reserves into the squad as well to give them the first team experience. But does it change in the way you play football? Does it change tactically?
No, not at all. I mean, we went with something different last week in terms of formation, what we normally do, but back to a bit more normality today. And we've got cover in every position. The second team lads coming in, they're probably some of them more experienced than lads we've already got in the first team. So absolutely no different really today. I think we're pretty confident with what we've got.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Stephen. Now you can say we can focus on the league now. We're out of all the cups apart from the one that we're in the final of. Obviously, Dayton and time still to be announced for that. With I believe the other semi-final being played today. Does it give you a chance now to just focus on the league, buckle down and try and get some momentum behind us?
Yeah, definitely, I think so. As much as you can kind of say, we don't want to get distracted by cups and this, that and the other, I think when you're playing a league game and then the next week you're in a cup quarter-final or semi-final, and that's kind of how it's been for the last 6 or 7 weeks because of the runs that we've had on cups. So we've got one banked that we can look forward to, the final, it'll be a great day for the club, but you kind of put it out of your mind and just get the league season back on track really, and there's no better way of doing that than winning today.
Yeah, we speak about going on runs and having all this momentum, Ryan. Obviously, our away form this season has been absolutely superb. However, our home form has been a little bit dippy in different places. How important is it, especially when you're being away for, so like Stephen says, 7 out of the last 8, to come home and get the job done and get the 3 points?
I think the starting point's getting the enjoyment factor back up, to be honest. Obviously, it hasn't been easy for the last 2 months since Christmas being away so much. So it's getting the enjoyment factor back, getting a decent crowd down, and getting behind the 16 lads that we've got here today, and going from there. I think it's as simple as that, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Best luck, gents. All right, join with Ryan and Stephen after today's game. A 3-0 defeat. Stephen, disastrous really. Do you want to sum that one up?
Yeah, really disappointing. I mean, obviously, get off to a terrible start, and then things just kind of gradually got worse. We didn't do a lot of the things that that you have to do to win a football match. Kind of strangely, even though we weren't playing well, we did probably create the best 3 chances in the first half. And on any other day they kind of go in, but just kind of felt like one of those days today that it wasn't gonna be. But you have to earn that as well, and we didn't earn it today at all. And loads of credit to Darlington for the way that they applied themselves. Can't take anything away from them at all. We were just really, really poor.
Yeah, speaking of Darlington, we'll cross the place a little bit. We'll go to the town side. Darlington Town today won 4-1, Ryan, which means that is our final opponent. We also face them next week. Is it a tested game? What do we have to do?
We've seen it as no different game, to be honest. Ideally, we'll have a look Tuesday. Hopefully, get the bodies there. Something we spoke about after the game today, slightly before it. We're going there trying to get 3 points. We're not looking towards finals in however many games time. Just taking each game as it comes and going from there.
Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. It's piling into like a little bit of a bad run of form now. You could say obviously there were losses on penalties, but also there were draws in 90 minutes. We've gone without a win for a long time now. What's the way back?
Well, it's 4 games, isn't it? 4 games that we've now lost on the spin. 2 of them penalty shootouts. One, last minute loss at Durham Corinthians. But like you say, you can kind of try and polish it any way you want. It's 4 defeats, and I wouldn't have said we needed to do too much different before today's game, because the previous 2 losses we've actually played really well, and it was really harsh on us. But against what we've just turned out there today, we'll be here for another half an hour if I had to describe what we need to do to get back on the winning trail. And it's going to be really tough next week at probably title favourites, Darlington Town, current champions. But in a way, they're the kind of tests that you want, because we need a reaction and we need it quick.
Yeah, Ryan, speaking of obviously, just following on from what Stephen said, what is it they actually have to do to turn the form round, and especially to go over to a team like Darlington Town, who, like Stephen just said, are probably title favourites, title contenders at least. What's got to be done?
I think the starting point is be better in all areas, which goes without saying after today. I think you need a bit of luck. Obviously, we had a good bit of bad luck today, alongside a really bad performance. Just do all the things right, make less mistakes than they do, basically, and we've got a good opportunity.
Yeah, all the best, gents.